I'm in serious trouble, and so are you.
How'd you like to make some money?
I came to say goodbye.
Full physical and legal custody to
General Hospital latest update. Cody steps in as Lucky leaves, landing a new gig that thrusts him into Kristina's blackmail, brake sabotage, and car crash chaos, just as his romance with Molly heats up. Will secrets, betrayal, and sisterly sparks destroy everything? Tensions flare, and no one is safe. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Cody replaces Lucky, Molly's new boyfriend pulled into Kristina's car crash drama. General Hospital spoilers state the daytime drama just released its preview video for the week of June 9th to 13th, and there are some interesting insights into the drama fans should expect over the next 5 days. A clip is shown during this week's General Hospital promo of Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and Kristina Corinthos Davis's, Kate Monsey, at the Metro Court pool, together, as Kristina asks Cody, "How would you like to make some money?" As fans know, Lucky Spencer is leaving town this week, and Kristina will need a new bartender at Charlie's to take Lucky's place, so will Cody take the job? Cody entering Kristina's orbit on this level could offer an interesting dynamic. After all, Lucky's exit leaves a hole in Kristina's Ava Jerome, Maura West, and Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, car crash and blackmail storyline. With no co-conspirator to vent to, will Kristina be able to cope? Enter Cody, as Lucky's replacement. Cody entering the equation will certainly stir the pot in many ways, considering he's also got a budding romance with Kristina's sister, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos. If Cody starts working closely with Kristina, will he overhear how she cut Rick's brakes, intending for them to be Ava's, which caused Rick's massive car accident with Elizabeth, Liz, Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst? Will he also learn about how the duo are blacking Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, into laundering funds from the Cassadine estate? Then again, if Kristina and Cody get closer, on a friendship level, she may spill the beans, needing to confide in someone about what's going on in her life. Cody and Molly are likely headed towards some sort of romance, and the two could secure this in the days or weeks ahead. After all, they pretended to be boyfriend and girlfriend at the 2025 Nurses' Ball and had an amazing time doing so. Cody being in the know about not only what Kristina did, almost causing Molly's father to pass away due to the brake failure in his car, and Rick in turn blackmailing Molly's mom and sister, would place Cody in a very messy circumstance. This is kind of turmoil and conflict is what soapy storyline dreams are made of. Watching Cody struggle with what he knows, and possibly helping Kristina keep things hidden for Molly's sake will be an arc that keeps fans at the edge of their seats, all while trying to romance Molly in the process. Cody working with Kristina won't be the best way for him to get his romantic relationship with Molly off the ground. General Hospital spoilers tease that the storyline could get even deeper if Kristina and Cody find their bond over this secret intensifying so much that they feel romantic sparks. Considering the conflict Kristina and Molly have overcome, if her sister and Cody landed in bed together, or even shared a kiss, this could cause the Davis sisters' feud to reignite in a heartbeat. Today's next update, Lucky says goodbye to Elizabeth and Lulu, plus, Drew sinks to an all-time low. Today on General Hospital, Willow and Michael come close to a compromise, Kristina returns to the scene of the accident, and Rocco reaches out to Gio. At the hospital, Rick asks Drew why they are here and not in court. Drew explains he saw Michael, Willow, and the kids here visiting the new baby last night, and things are starting to thaw between Michael and Willow. He is going to put an end to any reconciliation right now. In the halls, Michael calls Willow, who is outside the courtroom with Nina. Michael tells her that last night was really nice, and he thought they could speak privately outside of court before things started this morning. She says she'd like that. Drew uses a child. Kristina arrives with Amelia and Wiley to see Daisy. They run into Lucas, and Kristina asks him to watch Wiley while she stops into the powder room with Amelia. Lucas gets a page and tells the boy that he'll be right over at the desks where he can see him if he needs something. Drew and Rick arrive, and Drew makes sure Wiley, who is sitting on a bench, overhears him saying that Willow has to get custody of Wiley and Amelia because Michael doesn't want them anymore with the new baby. He says Michael only came back for Sasha and the baby. Drew walks off, and Rick follows, calling him out for that performance. Drew says he hated hurting Wiley, but he can't let Willow compromise with Michael. Back on the benches where Wiley is sitting, Lucas finds the boy upset. Michael arrives and asks his son what is wrong. Wiley cries that he doesn't want him and Amelia anymore. Michael says that is not true. Michael insists he loves him and needs him to teach Amelia how to be a big sister, and he needs to be a big brother to Daisy. He asks where he got this idea, and Wiley admits he heard Uncle Drew say it. Kristina, Michael, and the kids go to the nursery to see Daisy. Michael takes Kristina aside and tells her that Drew's sunk to a new low, and things aren't going to be okay between him and Willow until Drew is out of the picture. Lucky says goodbye. Lucky sees Liz to work on her first day back, and he knows it's also the last time he gets to do this. She tells him that he has a lot of goodbyes to make, and this is the right thing, as they aren't the same people they were when they fell in love. Lucky says he'll always love her, and she says the same, but they both know he struggles with Port Charles. They should make this break now before they end up unhappy, and they hug. He tells her goodbye and heads out. Later, Lucas welcomes Liz back, but can see something is wrong. She says Lucky proposed, and she told him no, and it was time for him to go. Liz explains that she and Lucky will always love one another, but it just won't work out for them. Brooklyn and Chase make a promise. At the Q's boathouse, Chase finds Brooklyn thinking on the docks. She feels close to Gio here as he practiced his violin there a lot. She is furious with Lulu for doing this to them. Chase brings up her mom, who texted him, and he told her he couldn't be a go-between for her and her daughter. Brooklyn thanks him. Brooklyn feels she crushed Gio by admitting she gave him up, which hurt him the most. He thinks she didn't want him, and she's caused her son pain. Chase says Gio will understand in time that she made the ultimate sacrifice for him, and he will forgive her. Brooklyn is worried Gio won't forgive her, and all because of secrets and lies she knew nothing about. Chase wants them to learn from this, to never lie to their child, and to let them know they are adopted. Brooklyn agrees and has learned from her mistakes, unlike Lulu. Lucky and Lulu part ways. At Lulu's, she checks in on Rocco. Rocco says Gio isn't answering his texts, and right now, his dad and Gio are hurting. Later, Lucky stops by and tells his sister he's leaving Port Charles. He explains that he will spend the summer traveling with Aiden before deciding where to go next. She hates this, but understands, and thinks he and Liz are being very mature in how they are handling the situation. She will miss him and was counting on him to help her through this rough patch. Lucky saw the video of the nurse's ball. Lulu feels horrible about what happened and that she hurt Gio. Cody and Kristina scheme. At the Metro Court pool, Ava arrives, and Marco greets her. He reintroduces himself, including that he's dating Lucas. She notes she admires his father and his taste, which is when Marco breaks the news that his mother is Natalia. She apologizes to him for her part in exposing his mother's bigotry, but he understands his mother's intolerance better than she thinks. Rocco shows up to see Gio and asks if he got his texts and if he's angry with him. Gio says he didn't lie to him, so he's not angry with him. Rocco says he'd never lie to his brother, which makes Gio smile. Cody takes Carly aside with a proposition. He wants to host a weekly singles night by the pool, and says he can make this place the hottest hangout for wealthy singles in Port Charles. She says she loves his hustle, but they already have theme nights booked every night through the summer. Cody spots Gio, and knows he moved out of the QS, and offers him any money if he needs help. Gio thanks him but says he's staying at Emma's, and he has everything he needs. Kristina arrives at the pool and takes a deep breath. Gio checks on her, and she says she thought she could do this, and this is the first time she's been back here since the accident. He suggests she sit down, and he brings her some water. He offers to walk her to the elevator, but she insists on doing this. Gio tells her to let him know if she needs him. Kristina spots Ava walking around and making a deal on the phone for a painting. When Ava gets off, she finds Cody relaxing on her lounge chair. Cody apologizes and goes to get her a drink to say he's sorry. Kristina watches their interactions. Ava is heading out later, and Kristina stops her. Ava says it's a beautiful day, one of those days that makes you enjoy your freedom, and then she walks out. Gio returns to Rocco, and Gio explains he's still trying to wrap his head around everything. When he was little, he was envious of people with crazy families. However, one of the best things to come out of these lies is finding out that Rocco's his brother. Rocco knows things are tough with his dad, but he can talk to him again about that night, and they can all move forward. Gio isn't ready to talk about Dante and what happened, declaring that Dante means nothing to him. Drama in court. At the courthouse, Nina and Willow believe Michael's call might be the miracle they've been hoping for. Nina believes Michael is ready to compromise. Willow says this is the Michael she knew before the accident and before he changed. Nina says this is the way, and she needs to be open and honest moving forward. Willow says, if that's true, why has she been keeping secrets from her? Nina stammers and asks what secrets she's keeping. Willow says the secret that Michael and Sasha slept together. Nina says she only found out, and Willow knows it had to have hurt her to hurt Sasha in that way. Nina swears she would do anything for her, and loves her. Willow says she proved that by putting her first. Suddenly, a furious Michael arrives and tells Willow that thanks to Drew, Wiley thought he didn't want him and Amelia anymore. She thinks Wiley had to misunderstand what Drew said, but Michael says Drew said it to hurt Wiley deliberately. Willow defends Drew as a good man, and Michael has this wrong. Michael blows up and tells her this could have ended differently, and to remember this moment when she chose Drew over their kids. Michael storms off, and Drew arrives and asks Willow what is wrong. She tells him what Michael said, and Drew swears he never said that. Michael is clearly not well, and that is why the kids belong with them. Court resumes, and Rick calls Willow to the stand. Rick asks if she believes Michael is a good father. She says she used to believe that more than anything, but now, absolutely not. In the show's final moments. At the pool, Cody tells Kristina, "Hello, Molly's sister." She asks Cody, "How'd you like to make some money?" Rocco tells Gio that they've always gotten along, so hanging out more wouldn't be a big change. Gio thinks they should put the brother thing on the back burner and focus on being friends. Rocco says he'd like that and he'll see him soon. At the hospital, Lucas tells Liz she's doing the responsible thing. Liz knows, but it still hurts. They embrace. At her place, Lucky tells Lulu she was only trying to do the right thing, and one day Gio and Dante will see that. He says he has to go, but he needs to hold things down for the Spencers. She wishes she could talk him into staying. He came back for her, and he's glad he did, but he wishes he were the match who could saved her. She says he's saved her more times than he realizes. He says, "Back at you." They tearfully embrace and say their I love yous. At the Q's estate, Marco shows up to meet Brooklyn at the boathouse. She tells him that she needs a lawyer without any ties or conflicts of interest. She asks if he has any contact with Lulu Spencer. He doesn't believe so. BLQ says they should get started. In court, Willow testifies that Michael's work life often took him away from their family and his obligations. She says she now believes that Michael liked the idea of being a father, not actually being a father. Willow says she even flew to Germany to meet Michael, but he wouldn't see her. Michael signals to Diane that this never happened. Diane gets to cross-examine and asks Willow what is more important, being with her children or being with Drew. On the next General Hospital, Brooklyn tells Tracy she's going to make sure people know not to mess with her. Ava warns Trina to be careful around that man. Kai apologizes to Portia. Kristina asks Cody to seduce someone. Willow tells the court she was forced to file for full custody. Martin is back and tells Laura that the law is on his side now. Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.